basketball was key to getting out of his neighborhood. For Dwayne Wade Jr., basketball was not enough.
Nice shot there.
I think I started Wade's Foundation when I was a kid. In my heart, I just wanted to make the world a better place. When I made it to the NBA, that was my time to make a difference.
Wade's World began its mission with the push towards literacy as one of its biggest campaigns.
To be able to try to focus on literacy, especially with our youth, with our kids, is something important.
Especially for inner city youth like me, we don't get the books that we need and we don't get some of the supplies that we ought to have.
If you keep doing research about literacy, you'll find that by the 3rd and 4th grade level, if they're not reading on track, jails are being built.
It takes time to identify the needs of the individuals here in this community, the organizations here in this community, and across the country.
When he was a child, he had a library card here. This was his library.
You know, we didn't have much in our neighborhood, and Rob is the library and maybe a rec center. So when I heard that the library was about to get closed down, it was something that myself and my sister kind of talked about is, listen, you know, what can we do?
We actually had less than $1,000 for day-to-day operations. And when he came with this big check for $25,000. And so we were able to stay open. He didn't bring an entourage. He just had his family. So he seems to still be Dwayne.
I was proud that we was able to go back to my community and save something that when I was young was very important to me.
When you think of Dwayne, we're talking about someone that could literally be doing anything and be any place. But what he chooses to do off season is to be in places like the Reading Lab to surprise children and sort of still encourage them to fulfill their dreams and motivate them to reach their maximum potential.
That's who he is, you know. If he sees that there's a need, he tries to provide it, you know. And we can't save the world, but we can all do our part.
You know, when you do something, you go into a community, when you have a kid out, just to see the smile on the kids' faces, you know, just to see hope in their eyes, that's enough for me.
When he was growing up, he said if he ever made it big, then he wouldn't forget where he came from, and he has. It makes me feel special that God appointed me to be able to bring this kid into the world. He's amazing to me.
Please give a round of applause for the humanitarian award recipient, and I must say a member of the current NBA champions, the Miami Heat, Mr. Dwayne Wade.
There's Mama. Nice boy. Where's your wife, Paul? Or your girlfriend? Oh, I got something
It's a little short. First of all, Deborah, thank you. BET, thank you for this amazing award. I am truly, truly humbled by this, so thank you so much. As the video said, I started this Wade's World Foundation 10 years ago, but in reality it started when I was a youth, when I was a kid. When I looked outside of my front window, when I sat on my front porch, and I seen the drugs being sold. My house was a house that they did the drug bust. When I seen the killings and heard the gunshots, at that moment in my life, I told myself that I wanted different for myself, for my family, and for my community. Wade's World Foundation, our message is simple. We believe that every child deserves an opportunity, a shot at life, their dreams, and their goals. Thank you. Last summer alone, over 150 was killed in Chicago, and 38 of those 150 was kids, was our teens, was our future leaders. So I am honored to be up here accepting this award, but I also understand that I have a responsibility. I have a voice. And I understand that I look like them, I walk like them, I talk like them, and I was one of them. So my responsibility is to create change. I like to give thanks to the ones who support the Waysboro Foundation, the ones who are at home, who supports me and everything I do, but I have to give thanks to the ones that's here. As you see, I brought my beautiful family up with me. To my right, my sister, Tagia Wade, who runs my foundation. My beautiful mother's pastor, Jolinda Wade. My handsome dad, who I will look like one day, I'm sure. Dwayne Wade Sr. Give credit to this lady who doesn't get a lot of credit, the one who makes sure she controls everything in my world, my business manager, Lisa Joseph Metellus. And last but not least, Miss Being Mary Jane herself, my beautiful black queen, Miss Gabrielle Union. Thank you for your support. I appreciate it.
She's an actress. Oh, okay. Oh, that's who that is. Okay, I was thinking that was what's his name. Great. Right there?
My autographed Dwayne Wade jersey went up in value. Thank you, Dwayne.
Jersey went up in value.
Where's that championship? I ain't selling that jersey. All right, y'all. We told y'all anything can happen, and it keeps happening and happening. And check this out. It's about to happen again. Let's go to the island.
We're going to be on 3 or 11.
Let's go.
It's the island. Oh, God.